Colorado Unit 20 is located in the cross-section of 3 national wilderness territories. These include the Comanche Peak Wilderness, the Indian Peaks Wilderness, and the Rocky Mountain National Park Wilderness, all of which have different sets of rules and regulations that should be reviewed by anyone hunting in this unit. The Rocky Mountain National Park strictly prohibits hunting. Comanche Peak Wilderness and Indian Peaks Wilderness permit hunting, but rules and regulations should be observed. The higher elevations and steep incline propelled Unit 20 towards the top of the list of the more physically demanding units to hunt in Colorado. With that being said, if you are up for the challenge, this unit comes with some large mule deer and the average quality measuring between 140 and 160 inches with a trophy potential of 175 plus. This unit is blanketed with several forested areas that provide substantial cover for the mule deer. The current buck to doe ratio is 40 bucks to 100 does. Of all the several thousand acres of forested public property in Unit 20, Rocky Mountain National Park and Estes Park are off limits to hunting. Being that Unit 20 sits in the northern boundary of Colorado, it's no surprise that this area gets cold in the winter. The highest elevations rise in excess of 11,000 feet just north of Rocky Mountain National Park. The elk herds will be forced to forage for food further down the mountain. Be mindful of the elk migratory patterns when planning your hunt, as the higher mountaintops are more fruitful in the early seasons, such as archery, muzzleloader, and the first rifle. The lower areas offer more productive hunting in the later rifle seasons. Strategy and persistence pay off big, since this unit produces trophy elk every year. The average quality of elk in Unit 20 varies between 280 inches to 320 inches, with the potential for a 330-inch plus bull. The current bull to cow ratio is 42 to 100. The mountainous terrain to the west contains steep climbs and rugged landscapes, making this unit a perfect destination for the adventurous hunter. The eastern grasslands provide the critters a false sense of security to graze while your eyes are upon them. The vegetation in Unit 20 varies depending on the elevation, as would be expected. The higher elevations consist of the evergreen variety, including but not limited to ponderosa pine, spruce, and Doug firs. The lower elevations are covered with assorted grasses, shrubs, and cacti. The climate is conducive to growing crops that can provide nutrition for the wildlife. Unit 20 contains several highways and byways, including US 34, which runs east and west, the Denver-Boulder Turnpike Highway 36 that runs northwest and southeast, and Colorado 7 running north and south. There are 869 miles of trails and 80 trailheads connecting through Unit 20. Remember to be mindful of what areas prohibit vehicles.